Well, our frigid weather is also wreaking havoc on local businesses. Firefighters were called out to a West Fargo hotel, which is now about $20,000 out $20,000. It's after a water main break. Now, a call came in just after 5 this evening to the Microtel Inn. Crews found water coming through the ceiling and believe a sprinkler head right by the door broke due to these extremely cold temperatures.
This type of weather, you get a door that gets stuck open and you get negative 20-degree air that flows up a stairwell and it trips a sprinkler head and breaks the pipe, and then we have a big mess. So.
The lobby was flooded as a result, damaging furniture, computers, and the front desk of the hotel. We're also following a developing story out of central Minnesota tonight. The Cass County Sheriff's Office is investigating after finding a girl's body last Friday. Her body was found in Cass Lake around 8 a.m. Now, officials are not releasing any more information until final autopsy results have been released. Officials say there's no threat to the public in relation to this incident. And Fargo police need your help identifying the man and woman in these photos. Take a look. The man was driving a red Ram pickup, and the female passenger was wearing a Bison sweatshirt. Police say they're suspected of using stolen credit cards and were possibly involved in stealing a vehicle. So if you have any information on those two, call police investigations at 701-241-1405. And Grand Forks police are now releasing new surveillance photos as they continue to investigate an armed robbery. Take a look at these photos. During their investigation, police found this picture from another area business showing this man with clothing very similar to the store's on surveillance photo. Witnesses say the man entered the Valley Dairy on Columbia Road, showed a knife, and demanded money last Friday. Again, if you have any information, call Grand Forks Police. This number is 701-787-8000. A North Dakota man is in critical condition at a Fargo hospital after he was found lying on a road in below zero temperatures early this morning. The Richland County Sheriff's Office was called out just after 8 a.m. to a county road about 6 miles west of Colfax for a report of a man with extreme hypothermia. They say 51-year-old Daniel Haverland of Walcott was found by family members and appeared to have walked almost 6 miles away from his vehicle that was stuck in the ditch. The National Weather Service reports that air temperatures in the southern Red River Valley were around -15 at the time he was found, with wind chill measurements around -30. And a man involved in an hours-long standoff with police is set to change his plea to guilty tomorrow. Tate Smith Neerlin is facing 4 felony charges after holding police at bay for 5 hours in August. The incident happened at 1007 8th Avenue North in Fargo. A woman in the house at the time jumped out of a window to get away, and SWAT was called in and took another woman from the home. Smith Neerlin eventually surrendered. His change of plea hearing is set for 8:30 tomorrow morning. And many are frustrated. Parents are saying they were left with unanswered questions after members of the Norman County West School Board voted for a tuition agreement that will lead to the closing of the high school. NCW high school students will now move to the Ada Borup School District, which is 18 miles away. In the agreement, Ada Borup will get $625,000, which many community members say they hoped would be used to save NCW.
Essentially, in the tuition agreement, it's saying that Norman County West students will be educated at Ada Borup, and along with them comes some of the funding that they receive as students. Now, Norman County West would retain some of that money so they can continue to fund their elementary, and then the rest will then move towards Ada Borup so that they can utilize those funds to pay staff and educate the students.
And we're told 12 teachers, in addition to other paraprofessionals at NCW High, will receive severance pay when the school closes. They'll be granted an interview to work for Ada Borup as well. The town's taxes will rise in order to pay for that. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call us on our Whistleblower Hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. One of the oldest jails in the state is getting a makeover, and taxpayers are going to foot the bill. The $17 million Pennington County Justice Center is behind schedule, but law enforcement says it will save county tax dollars in the long run because of the vast number of issues it will need to fix. One of the most urgent is the overcrowding in the jail. It will increase in capacity from 40 to 90. In the meantime, the county has spent around $500,000 a year on housing inmates in other county jails.
That's called a boat, an extra bed that we can put on the floor. Because of our overcrowding, we've had to resort to things like this, just because we don't have the room.
So they're hoping the new facility will be up and running before the end of June. Over 24 women show up in court to share horrific stories of being abused at the hands of a disgraced Olympics gymnastics doctor.